Hey fellow FODMAPers, it's Megan Marie from woodyemery.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of the foods that I eat on the low FODMAP diet. So welcome to another snack session. We're going to talk about some of the snacks that I eat in between my low FODMAP meals. These are typically going to be things that are pre-packaged, that you don't have to make from scratch, really easy things you can just go to the grocery store and grab off the shelf. And you can find all of these products on woodyemery.com/products. Everything is just a recommendation. You definitely need to test these things on your own, so I always give that disclaimer. I'm not a nutritionist. So if you are following the low FODMAP diet, unless there is a certified low FODMAP stamp on an item, then it definitely means that it hasn't been tested and could have ingredients that could trigger IBS symptoms. So always read your food labels and always test things before you consider them totally low FODMAP for you and your situation. I will give you a really great example. So this past week, I bought some cookies, and in the ingredients list, fructose was listed as an ingredient. I didn't know how much fructose, so I tried the cookies, and it definitely gave me a really bad heartburn after eating them, so I can't eat those cookies. Maybe if my fructose tolerance increases as time goes by, I can retry those cookies, but definitely not something that I can eat right now. Speaking of cookies, I kind of went on a little bit of a shopping spree for cookies. Some of these were on closeout, and I thought I might as well get them now because we all know how much these allergen-friendly foods can be at the grocery store. So I thought, why not stock up? So I tried, for the first time ever, Simple Mills cookies. They are so good. Like, I would give them a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, amazing cookies. These are, you know, gluten and dairy free, and they're made from really simple ingredients, hence the name Simple Mills. And I was absolutely blown away. I felt like these Simple Mills, they're almond flour cookies, they're crunchy like chocolate chip cookies. To me, they tasted like Famous Amos cookies. If you've ever had those before, they're just crunchy chocolate chip cookies, and that's exactly what these taste like. And I used to love Famous Amos as a kid. So yeah, I was really excited for that. Then I discovered they have all these other flavors. So they have double chocolate, and then I found this one, which was a dark chocolate coconut, which is very interesting. Let me show you what they look like. So this is the double chocolate chip cookie. Oh, wow. These are actually soft. This is the bigger one, and you can see the difference. So you can have 4 of these versus like 1 of these as a serving. Let's try it. The coconut's so good. Yeah. These are really tasty. So a couple of things to note. I did notice after a week, even keeping these in the box, they became pretty stale by the end of the week. They were softer, not as crunchy. Another thing for these soft baked cookies, if you look at the ingredients, they do have honey in them, and honey is a high FODMAP food at certain serving sizes, so we have to be careful. I think in 1 serving you might be fine, but I'm going to test it and see how this goes. But everything else looks like it is pretty low FODMAP, so that is good. Arrowroot is an ingredient in all of these, and technically it is low FODMAP. The Monash FODMAP app says that the arrowroot flour tends to be low in FODMAPs, but it's important to note that other ingredients added during food processing, as well as the type of food processing used, may increase the FODMAP content. I have been fine eating these. You might just want to test it and make sure. I think as long as you stick to the recommended serving size, then you're probably going to be fine, but definitely start there or lower before increasing how much you actually eat. And just to be thorough, I'm going to also try one of these cookies. These are, you can tell, they're very dry. It's just instant sugar. I'm not a huge fan of Enjoy Life cookies, but I mean, they are probably one of the most allergen-friendly brands out there. They are free from so many things, so that's probably why they don't have a lot of the things that you might need to make a cookie. They almost taste like artificial. So I would probably give these a 2 out of 5. But what's nice about these is if you do have a nut allergy or an egg allergy, or you can't tolerate those things, then these are going to be probably one of the safest cookies, and it's easier than making them from scratch. Whereas Simple Mills definitely has eggs, they have almond flour, so they're not going to be nut-free. You know, it's nice to have that option. They're just not my favorite if I have other options. Thanks for joining for another snack session. We'll see you next week with a brand new video, and make sure that you like and subscribe. Be sure to check out woodyandmarie.com and woodyandmarie.com/products for more product recommendations just like these.